Hello, guys, and welcome to the LGBTQ plus Hangout. This is a new Discord community that has been formed by myself along with Karina. Um, say hi.
Hi.
um, so personally for me, I just always wanted a way to kind of make a server that anyone could be a part of and ultimately feel safe and welcomed no matter what. No matter gender, what your sexuality is, doesn't matter. Um, Me being bisexual, there was some servers that I was in that may have not accepted me for that. I'm sure a lot of us has had the same experience where we've been in a server that just doesn't accept us for who we are and oftentimes makes fun of it or just doesn't accept it
Sees it as terrorist
us for us.
organization.
Yeah. Um but that's not a little bit about why I wanted to create it. Um but yeah, I'll just give it over to you, Karina.
Why would you do this to me? Basically, what we're here to do, as far as we're trying to make it inclusive, as far as no matter if you're straight, gay, bisexual, queer, we wanted to make it inclusive for everybody, as far as nobody's getting torn down, and be here for people when they're going through things, as well as help people find their way.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah. Um so I know some people are kind of wondering like how we actually became what we are and why we kind of decided to do this. Um you want to speak on that, Karina?
okay, so this all started one crazy night, a very chill night.
It's
Um,
my fault.
when our friend over here and co-owner Jonah, um, basically asked us a question about pansexuality, and we dove into a rabbit hole of looking up and searching on Google what everything meant, as well as other terms that we weren't really didn't know about or didn't seem to focus on when we found ourselves and who we came to be. And then we got hyper focused on making an inclusive place for everybody.
Yeah, so honestly, I'm just going to kind of let our new co-owner explain.
So what we're doing here is, as a group, we're trying to make this place as inclusive for anyone as possible. As you can tell, I don't really know much about the community. I am about as stereotypical of a white guy as you can get. I I am I am the cishet male white man. I have only dated women in my life. I experimented one time, did not like it. I personally started asking that question because I'm just trying to explain and understand what, if you don't mind me outing you here, Karina, sexuality was about. When I asked her the question, she was trying to explain. I just could not grasp it. So she started talking to Stevens, who went down a, I think, 3 hour long rabbit hole.
It was a very
It
long
was a
rabbit
very
hole.
long rabbit hole.
And we decided to make this after people started leaving the call that we were in. We were in a particularly uh, not really a safe space of a server
To
while
be
we were talking
talking
about
about
this.
it.
Yeah.
While we were talking about this, it's a pretty safe place to be, but not for what we were talking about. And
And we
we
just,
decided to come here. We decided to make our own
yeah.
thing.
No, most definitely, and I feel it is important when it comes down to it to have a safe space like this for people to express who they really are and not masking it. Because, I mean, we've all done it. We mask who we actually are to please others, to not be judged. Time and time again.
When we just started this, when we had a lot more non cishet people in this community, I'm one of the few cishet people. I started masking to fit in with them. I finally understood what it was like to try to mask who I was to be part of a group.
Yeah. Um, so, with all that being said, I mean, I think congratulations definitely is in order on that part. On
Mhm.
Jonah becoming the new co-owner of the LGBTQ Hangout. Um,
What will my congregation think?
Right?
um, so another thing that a lot of people obviously is worried about is if is making sure that these places are safe and that no one is getting discriminated against. And with that is why we've, as a ownership team, have implemented a zero tolerance discrimination policy, which I'll kind of let Karina kind of touch on a little bit further. But yeah,
One moment, we're having an issue.
okay. Um, when it comes down to it, even in spaces, there is often still some form of discrimination. I've noticed, um, which isn't always the case, but it's hard because we're all human. We're not perfect at all by any means, but we strive to make sure that no matter who you are, no matter what you identify as, you will be able to express yourself and be who you want to be openly. Or, even if you're not sure on what you identify as, what your sexuality is, you have a place to A, learn about what it is that you may be thinking or feeling. Um, no, Karina, do you have anything on that one?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Um, basically how we are pushing the zero tolerance discrimination policy and how that's going to be affecting the server and making it better for ultimately everybody.
I am not gonna lie. I am the mean owner as far as I will ban you in a heartbeat. If you start pushing things on other people and like if you come in here super religious, we don't mind the religion, but if you start pushing it as far as keep telling us it's a sin and it's a sin and that we're going to hell,
At the end of the
it,
day,
it gets to a point where somebody needs to step in. You've gone too far for me, and I can't do that.
most
I
definitely.
won't do that.
Like I said, we're all trying to have a fun space where we can just relax, chill, talk, play games, and ultimately build a community that is there for each other. And
Mhm.
that's quite frankly all we want to do so people can be who they want to be. Now, I know there are a lot of servers out there that try to do this. There's a lot of, especially on Discord, for the LGBTQ community, Discord has become kind of a safe haven for the entire community. Um, Now, we really try and focus on not only, I wouldn't say educating, but teaching different aspects of the community from our knowledge of the community. I mean, as we all know, the knowledge goes pretty in depth when it comes to the community, and
Yeah.
I think we brought it out Jonah's brain. Honestly, our first talk that we had with him.
It got
um,
to the point where I started to understand why sometimes people don't want to learn about it. It's a lot.
it is, but it
It's
definitely
a very deep rabbit hole, but we will be there to
Hopefully
walk
our
you
goal
through it
through
if you
these
need.
hopefully our goal through these recordings that we have here are to help people learn what the community is about and
learn different aspects of the community as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, gain an understanding, even if you might not join or
Right.
participate in the things we do. You can at least gain an understanding of why we do what we do.
I myself am here to welcome anyone, truly anyone. Doesn't matter race, age. Well, age does matter here.
Just a little bit, not much. We'll try
Over
and keep
18.
things pretty. Yeah, we'll try and keep things pretty PG as far as
We'll keep it
the.
PG, but also we do
Uh,
want it to be people to be past the age of majority to be in here.
yeah,
Because sometimes topics do get to the point where
it requires
Mediation.
yeah, yeah.
mediation.
Um, but for the most part, we want to give it a space where you guys can speak freely and discuss what you want to discuss without being judged or harassed about every little thing that you talk about.
Yeah,
Um, so, Karina, so our plans going forward.
I know. Within the week, we should have a Minecraft server up and running, um, as well as our own mod pack to go with that server. If I'm correct, let me go check that though.
And also, speaking of mod pack, so what about those people that don't really do mod packs? Is there going to be an option for them as well?
Yes, we're planning on doing other games as far as like you can. I know I myself play Genshin Impact as well as um, Withering Waves. Something doesn't seem right.
We also have people here who prefer role playing games such as 5M and certain different games on platforms such as Roblox and
Kind of all over the place, honestly.
yes.
Like I said,
If it's able to be played, probably someone here plays it.
yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. I mean, we all come from a very
Even if you don't like join in on some of the games, we do play games in video calls as far as on Discord. And there will always be somebody uh on doing something.
Usually.
yeah.
I think there
I
are
mean,
times where people stay on server until way too late. Way too late.
we don't talk about the fact that
Way
me and
too late.
Karina were up almost until 4 o'clock this morning. Um, Literally just chilling. Um,
Yeah.
but we're always open if anyone has any questions. Um, to help.
Feel free to leave them in comments or even we can attach our Discord handles for you to come contact
We
us.
also have our email
Yeah.
that's attached straight to our YouTube. We monitor that almost daily. Um, if you don't feel comfortable with joining a Discord server, and you just want to know something, shoot us an email on that email, and we'd be happy to reach out and kind of answer any questions you might have as well. If you don't feel comfortable putting them in, say, the comments or joining the Discord and making yourself known. In the future, we plan on, like I said, expanding into the Minecraft server, but also allowing for a non-modded version of the server out there. So people that either are not good with mods, they might not have the best computer to run the mods, because I can tell you, coming from someone that's tried running a few mod packs, computers don't always like to.
They don't like
Mhm.
to sometimes. They need to
Especially the
have
ones,
dedicated RAM for it too.
especially the ones you send me, Karina.
Oh yeah,
And
Those
I
then
don't like
shaders are
them.
insane.
Oh yeah, but they're pretty though.
they are.
They are.
And then you
But they
also
They're
turn my
have,
very
game
pretty.
into a slideshow.
Yeah.
yeah, and then they also, um, for those on Bedrock, we are gonna work on trying to get our servers,
A Minecraft dwelling
um,
setup.
well, I was gonna say our server compatible with Bedrock, actually.
Oh, that's lovely.
I have a idea how to do that. So,
We can possibly make the
vanilla,
vanilla server
yes,
Bedrock accessible.
yes.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good idea of how to do that, so that's probably coming here in the near future as well once we get all that started up here. Feel free, like I said, any suggestions that anyone has, anything that anyone wants to see added, feel free to leave a comment when it comes to that. This is as much as of your guys' community than it is mine and Karina's and Jonas. We want it to be a safe space for everybody and everyone have their input.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else you want to add on to when I kind of spieled out?
I don't have anything else. I think we're good here.
Nothing for the recording.
Alright. Well, if you guys want to join, the Discord link will be in the description of this video. Along with our other social medias, if you do wish to follow them. We are going to be posting on those pretty regularly in the upcoming weeks.
Try to at least, as long as he's running that part of it.
We'll
I'm
find a
not
way.
very good with social media as far as I don't
We'll
like
find a
it.
way.
I may do TikTok, but that's about a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But we hope to see you all here and make this community the best it can be. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah.